man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
I'm 154. I ain't the one. I would never turn down no motherfucking Canelo. Y'all know what it is. I ain't never turning my money down.
All right, man. You heard it. Jermall Charlo ducked Canelo from his brother's mouth, Jermell. Let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. I'm not going to cook long on it. I might even go live today, talk about it. So I'm going to just give you all the hot five real quick. And at the end of the day, put some respect on my name. I told you dudes what it was. His brother, Jermall, ducked Canelo Alvarez. Like I said, I don't really have a dog in the race. I like Jermall Charlo, one of the best young fighters or best, active fighters out there in the middleweight division and in boxing. But I stand by what my sources said. You know what I'm saying? My sources said that, and it's really, really good, and this one is close to that situation. They didn't want it. It wasn't an Al Heyman thing. It was a situation where Ronnie and, I guess, Jermall, I mean, that's the assumption. We didn't know, why they didn't want it. But we assumed that they didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. Remember, Ronnie Shields was in an interview saying Andrade is a good fighter, but what do we bring to a table? And everybody he got a whole fucking belt. So, his brother and Jermell and Jermall must be really mad at each other and beefing. And I think it's a small man complex here. Before I continue on Canelo, I think he tired of being called Little Charlo and his brother Big Charlo. I think his whole style changed up because his jealousy of his brother. And remember, Jermell was known as the boxer, and from my knowledge, that Jermall was more of the football player. All right, and Jermell was a hell of a boxer, just doing what he was doing under Ronnie Shield, sticking and moving. And my only issue with him was he just needed to add a little bit more aggression. And instead of adding just a little bit more of aggression, he added way too much aggression and started being an Earl Spence and Derrick James clone. And I think his switch in style, it was because he wanted to keep up with his brother. Not because he wanted to be like Earl or he wanted to be a KR artist just for the hell of it. He's a more skilled Charlo. But ever since, he didn't got with, Derrick James, he's just been trying to be a knockout puncher. And I think he's just trying to keep up with the Joneses, which is Joneses is the Charlos, his own brother. I think he legit jealous of his own brother because his brother get love for being Big Charlo, and they call him Little Charlo. And when people say the Big Charlo better, which those people who don't understand the history of the Charlo twins, Jermell got more skills in the bank. He just choose not to show them. And I think that's sad because he's one of boxing's, most well-rounded fighters, defense, offense, pivot, stick and move. And now he's showing that he can be aggressive. If he put it all together, he might be the most dangerous fighter in the world. And I've said that time and time again. And I think it's just jealousy, bro. I mean, I never thought that, a twin could be jealous of another twin, but that's human nature. When everybody keeps saying, oh, Big Charlo, you Little Charlo. Like, nigga, I don't want to be known as Little Charlo. I'm a grown man. I feed my family this, that, and the third like everybody else. And I just think he got a small complex because he's smarter than his brother. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, could they get in the ring and fight with each other? I hope not. I don't want to see that. Just like the Klitschko said, if we ever fought, we already tried to kill each other. His mom said that shit ain't gonna happen, but he exposed his brother. And I told you dudes, man, y'all gonna start, listening to me, bro. I told y'all when he ducked that fight, they offered him 15. They offered him 15 to take the fight. And what's so funny is Golden Boy kind of lied about the offer. Said we offered him like 12, I think it was. And then to my PBC said they gave him 10, and they gave him 15, excuse me. And he asked for 20, and they was like, we don't know why he turned it down, or was he not ready? He turned the fight down, and I told y'all that. Start putting some respect on my name. Y'all getting that exclusive, real intel that nobody else really got or nobody else gonna say. So, like, when I say something, believe me, it could be wrong. It can always change, especially when you're talking about possible fights. It always can change. But like I said, man, jealousy. You see, when people mad, it brings out the truth. It brings out the truth, and at some point, Jermall gonna have to pull up on him and beat his ass after the fight. I thought they was just doing this for show. To sell some pay-per-view, since neither one of their opponents really speak English clearly. And me and Irv was talking on Twitter in the DMs, and he like, man, I think this shit for real. I've not looked at it. I said he might got a point when he said that. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I stand by what the sources say. Every time I'm proven right, remember, and don't forget, tomorrow, they supposed to be announcing Canelo versus Alvin Uterman for the vacant super middleweight title that David Benavidez dropped. So, I don't know if that's going to change, but I do know Canelo, Charlo, and Callum Smith all requested to get that fight. And I heard that Canelo, being the franchise champion, got the inside track. So y'all remember that one for this Hot 5. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. Shout out to Ed for sending me a donation. Ricky E last night. You want to donate? Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal link there. All the links in the description. Just share the videos and follow me on social media. Facebook group links in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.